the 2024 Pan Am Masters, Cleveland, Ohio, for individuals 30 years and over. So it's a little different than most Masters events, which are 50. It's every 4 years. There were 75 countries, nearly 30 sports, and it's a flagship for the IMGA, which is the International Masters Games Association. It's officially the world's largest international participatory multi-sport event. Pretty amazing. Again, this was held in Cleveland, Ohio, Caldwin Wallace Auditorium. Of course, we had all the track and field events. Didn't cover all the field events, but there was some great high jumping. But you know, there was also your triple jumps and long jumps. Even while the high jumps going on in the background there, you can see them setting up for track events. Lots of competition in the long jump. Gave you the results right away. Great track people from so many countries, so it was very competitive and lots of energy out on the field. Lots of women participating in the events. There were just
Congratulations! And second, Ryan Dukes.
Let's go, man! Let's go, man!
You can see lots of different countries represented. I certainly didn't get indication of the photos of all of them, but great award ceremonies. This was a 90-year-old, 94.
We're here at the 2024 Pan Am Games in Cleveland, Ohio. And we're with Joyce. Joyce just did the 5,000 meter run. My gosh, that's a long one. And tell us how you've maintained health and fitness and how it's enhanced the quality of your life.
Well, I started when I was 43 years old, okay. And first thing I did was break my hip and have to be put in a body cast,
oh my God,
from which I taught school. And then after that, I said, well, all of this has got to count for something.
So you kept at it.
And I kept at it. So I started with 100 steps and walked back. And I finally worked my way up to 4 miles. And then after that, I just kept adding on. Because when I started in 1980, there weren't any 5,000 meters. It was all 10K. Yeah. And so I had to go farther than 4 miles to make it. But it became a lifestyle, and I carried it on. And I have been running now for more than 40 years.
Gosh, what's your age, Joyce?
I'm 87.
87. It's amazing. So you are the poster child for redefining aging.
How about that?
I love it. Have you had to go through other injuries besides that?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, I am presently going through a problem with my right knee. It's bone on bone, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
And so I said, well, it only hurts a little bit, so we would keep that up.
I was bone on bone. Basically on both knees. I had them both replaced. I used to get cortisone shots, and the doctor said, when you're tired of the pain, we'll replace it. And I got tired. But yeah, that is great. Any words that you'd encourage others out there to get involved in some activity to help?
Well, I will tell you that I discovered myself that you don't even have anything to talk about if you just talk about what you do for a living. I taught school. I taught grammar. Who wants to know whether the adjective modifies the noun or not? Yeah, but if I showed up at a party with sandals on and everybody saw my purple toes, they said, "What's going on?" And I told them I'm running. And so I started with that 100 steps, and I actually completed a 50-miler one time.
God, that's really amazing.
And I met my second husband on the road, literally, in a race.
I'll be darned.
I called him by the wrong name. Go, Bobby. His name was Jim.
But you learned it later.
Yes. We were married 21 years. I wrote a book about us.
Oh, wow. What's it called?
It's called We're Going the Wrong Way Again, Jim.
Is it on Amazon?
Yes, it is. He was Catholic, very, very liberal. In the South, we called him a bleeding heart liberal. And so that was where the wrong way business came from. We were very, he taught me that we are not supposed to discriminate against anybody based on their beliefs.
Yes. Well, that's another question we like to ask. What belief system helps you through life?
I've been a Southern Baptist all my life. My granny was, I guess you could say, my role model.
Yes.
Now, she didn't travel. She didn't do anything. She walked to church every time they had it. Matter of fact, she probably opened the doors. But she taught me consistency. She taught me she could do anything. And so my favorite Bible verse was, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
That's Philippians
4:13. And I've discovered I personally, alone at this age, can't do all things by myself. But that my church divided up all the widows, gave every deacon 2 or 3 widows to take care of, and all I have to do is call on them. You know, awesome people. My children live 2 hours away, but I've got deacons I can call if I need help.
That's fantastic.
So I teach Sunday school, sing in the choir.
That is exciting. And you're an example of the whole concept of redefining aging.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to that person out there?
The same things I say to them every day. It's time for you to get up and come with me, kid. And I get to call everybody kid.
Yeah. Oh, Joyce, your enthusiasm and your love for life is hopefully will go pass on to a lot of other people that watch your video.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Joyce.
We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.